So who am I speaking with?
I'm Ryan Oldenberg, and I'm the Android developer at Hipmunk.
And as I understand, oh, there you are. There's your Hipmunk shirt, and I love Hipmunk. It is a great, great search app for travel. You just recently got a job right out of school. Tell me the story.
Well, I saw a job post online for Hipmunk, who I had heard of about 6 months before, and I decided it was something I wanted to pursue. So, right before finals started, I sent in an application. Ended up having my phone interview in between two finals, and then just as finals ended, I flew out for my actual in-person interview. So it was a very exciting end to my college career.
So, what do you think? Well, how did the interview go? I mean, like, this is kind of rapid for all this stuff to happen right after another. I mean, some people it takes forever to try to get a job, and this thing happened quickly. So, go me through the process. How did the interview go when you were on the phone and at the event, or when you flew out to Hipmunk?
Sure. Well, it really did go fast. I really couldn't think too much about any of it because I just sort of had to go with the flow or I'd miss it. Um, what really what really impressed me about the post was that they were looking for someone who was really going to respect the Android platform. There's a lot of people out there looking for someone to make an Android app, but they don't really respect that Android is just as important to a company as iOS is. And so since Hipmunk was doing that, I really wanted to work there, so I really was not willing to miss this opportunity. So for the phone interview, I talked to Steve, one of the co-founders, and basically explained why I was into Android, why I was going to take it seriously, and what I could do for Hipmunk. And he was impressed, and he wanted to see a code sample, so I actually sent him an application I had developed. It was a Tetris clone, which ended up doing really well. So well that unfortunately it got taken off the market by the real Tetris Company.
Now, didn't you know that something like this might happen?
I actually did, and that's why I didn't call it Tetris, but I didn't differentiate the name quite enough, maybe.
What was it called?
So if you take Tetris and you switch the I and the E's location, that's what it's called.
Titres?
That's right, yes. It's a goofy name, but the reason I think it worked out so well was that people looked at it and they just saw Tetris. And so even though it wasn't Tetris, so I felt like I had maybe protected myself a little bit. Obviously not, but I didn't know at the time. And
Did you play the dumb college kid at this point?
well, actually, they sent the paperwork to Google. Google took it off the market, and that was the end of it. So I didn't really have to worry too much about my own personal well-being.
But you got some notoriety out of it and a job at Hipmunk, yes?
Exactly. No, it couldn't have played out better. I got to learn Android, got experience, got to see what it's like to make something that people really like, and it got me a job at Hipmunk.
So if someone else was looking for a development job, do you suggest they do some kind of intellectual property infringement to get their job?
It can't hurt as long as you do it somewhere where maybe Google will help protect you a little bit.
Excellent. Thanks for your advice.
Yeah, no problem.